Buy hemlock trees at TN Nursery. Hemlock trees may be found in the wild, growing an amazing height of over 80 feet tall or higher, even with a spread reaching up to 30 feet as well. This type of evergreen tree is typically characterized as being conical or pyramidal in shape, where its needles are often fine with regards to texture due to their small sizes. Mostly green on top with light green coloring underneath, the hemlock tree is definitely one of the most outstanding trees ever to be seen these days. Usually the Canadian hemlock requires soil that is moist with plenty of good drainage. Since the hemlock tree has roots that are a bit shallow, it has the tendency to become uprooted. That is why you need to provide it with protection against strong winds. There is no need to worry about your hemlock tree not thriving in the shade, since it can actually. If you are the type of homeowner who would love to have this gorgeous giant planted in your property, then it is best that you take a look first on where you can get your hands on a hemlock tree seed or sapling. Once you have one, you should plant it in an area where you want to take root, such as the edge of your property, to give an adequate covering if you wish. Since hemlock trees can be trained to take a certain shape, you might want to start it off while it is still at a young age. Truthfully, there are actually two types of benefits that you can gain from having this plant on your property. One, a hemlock tree is considered to be one of the few plants out there that can actually provide you with a bit of privacy by giving you an adequate screen. And two, although pine trees are known to be quite messy due to their needles, this particular tree isn't. This is due to its small needles that provide the tree with a finer texture, unlike others. There are actually different types of hemlock trees available these days, and one that has been particularly interesting for most homeowners is the western hemlock tree. However, regardless of the type of hemlock that you are planning on acquiring for your home, it is best that you get as much information as possible on how to maintain their beauty from the moment you plant one on your property until it has grown to maturity. You might be surprised on the rewards that you can reap once this tree takes root and grows beautifully in your property. Give your property a new twist by having your own hemlock tree planted today. Although they are quite amazingly freely growing in the wild, there is something about watching this tree grow from the time it is newly planted all the way to the time it has taken root in your property and start to reach the heavens above by growing slowly every year. There is no doubt that you will fall in love with the hemlock tree when you get to see it in full beauty. Buy hemlock at TN Nursery.